You gotta go deep before you can go high. Hi, welcome to another episode of Life and Business Conversations on Show Me What to Do with Freda Raimondo B. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about preventing business failure by building a solid foundation for your business. And I'm going to be talking about 7 areas of your business that you need to pay special attention to as you are building, so that you are able to build the business that you want to build and so that your business is able to last. In essence, the solid pillars of the foundation of your business. And you know me, I like to dive right into it. So, pillar number 1, your mindset. I keep talking about mindset. I keep quoting John Maxwell, who said, mindset is everything. And truly, mindset is everything. You have to have the right mindset in place to build a business that lasts. You have to be, sure that this business of yours is going to last as long as you want it to. So you have to develop mindsets around things like your leadership and being a servant leader. You have to develop mindsets around things like you can't do it alone. Listen, if you're going to build a global business, then you know that you're going to need people, and you know that you can't do it alone. So you have to have that mindset of trust, because you're going to have to trust the people that you're going to bring into the business to run it with you. Mindset is so vast and so large, and the truth is that as you are building your business, you're going to have to keep developing a different mindset for where you want to go. So number 1, I would say, is the mindset. And then there's also the mindset of learning. So everything is all about learning. You have to develop that mindset that you have to learn at each stage of your business. And it's not comfortable. Nobody said it's going to be comfortable, but hey, remember, we're always told to step out of our comfort zone. And so that's another mindset you're going to have, that you have to keep stepping out of your comfort zone to move 1 level, 2 levels, 3 levels higher. So like I started a video with, you have to go deep before you can go high. Just think about when you are building, even if it's a building, you have to be sure that the foundation is able to carry whatever it is that you're going to build on top. The foundation for a 1-story building is different from the foundation for a 2-story building or a 3-story building or a 4-story building. So you have to have that mindset that you are building something, and you have to know what it is that you want to build, and then develop the mindset for that thing that you want to build. And that's going to bring me to the 2nd pillar. And that 2nd pillar is all about purpose. You have to have clarity on the purpose for your business. Why are you building this business? Why did you start this business? Who is this business meant to serve? What do you want to accomplish with this business? Where and how far do you want this business to go? And of course, I'm talking about things like vision. How far do you want this business to go? How large do you want to grow it? Do you want to grow it until it gets to a valuation of $10 million and then you sell it? Do you want to grow it until it gets to a valuation of $10 billion and then you sell it? You have to think about what your vision is for the company. What would it look like when it's finished, so to speak? Do you want to grow it and as a family business or a legacy business? So you have shareholders, but the name of the business keeps going on and on, like Coca-Cola or McDonald's. So purpose is very important, and vision comes under purpose. And then you have to think about things like, what's our mission? So who are we serving? What do we want to accomplish with this business. And then things like values, your values. What are the values of the business? How are you going to do these things? Because the values of your business will shape the culture of the business. And so these are things that you need to think about. Do you want to be playful, or do you want to be a serious company? Do you want to be a highly professional company, or do you want to be a boy next door, girl next door kind of business? All of that is important. Otherwise, if you don't think all these things through, when you start to employ people into the business, they will take the business in a direction that you yourself will, after a while, not understand. And it's one of the things that quickly disrupts a business and spoils a business. So you need to be clear about that. Be clear about your vision, be clear about your mission, be clear about why you are in this business, and be clear about your values and how you are going to do everything that you're going to do in the business, and how you're going to touch the lives or change the world depending on why you've gone into this business in the first place. So, like I said, purpose is the second the second pillar of the foundation of your business. And that brings me to the third, which is profit. Yes, profit. You are in business to make money, and it is money that you're going to use to grow the business. Now, I don't care what anybody says, even if you are a charity, you still have to make money, because you need money to run the operations of the charity and to do that thing that the charity was set up to do. Obviously, you will need sponsors, you will need partners, you will need even volunteers. And so, what I'm talking about when I talk about profit is, how are you going to make money? What's your money-making model? How are you going to do your sales and your marketing? You need to do marketing, and you need to be serious about it. What's your marketing machinery going to be like? What's it going to look like? How are you going to get these people to buy your products or your services? So I talked about purpose, and I talked about who are we here to serve. So how are you going to get those people that you are here to serve to see you, to like you, to trust you enough to give you their money for your products, for your services, or if you are a charity, to buy into the vision of the charity, so that they start to donate, or they start to sponsor something, or they volunteer to help. So with profit, I'm talking about how you're going to run your sales and your marketing. And then I'm also talking about what we call finance, or accounting and finance. So when this money starts coming in, what are you going to use it for? What percentage is going to be plowed back into the business? What percentage is going to be used for operations? What percentage are you going to use to invest in growing the business, or in getting partners, or in going into new countries, or in fact in growing the business? You need to have total clarity about this, because that's the only way that you will grow your business. One of the things that quickly destroys businesses is when the business owner, or whoever it is, or whoever the people are who start the business, do not understand their money. So with profit, I'm talking about money, long and short. When they don't understand the money of their business, how it's coming in, how it's going out, and what it is being deployed to do, it is one of the fastest ways that a business quickly crumbles. So profits, or money in your business, is one of the pillars of the foundations of your business. You need to pay attention to it. Which brings me to the fourth pillar in the foundation of your business, and that's what I like to call predictability. And simply what I'm talking about predictability is how you're going to ensure that you are delivering consistently to the same level or the same quality. Think about McDonald's. Wherever you are in the world, you walk into a McDonald's, you get the same level of service, the same consistency. You get the same fries, the same kind of burger, They might have localized a few things. So what I mean by localization is they might have put in some things on the menu that are more tailored to that particular country that they are in. But by and large, the system remains the same. They run a consistent service wherever it is that they are. They run a consistent service, and they're giving a consistent product. You go into a McDonald's every single day and you know what to expect. Now, how are you going to do that for your business? How are you going to deliver consistently on your value promise, on your value proposition, so that it's not one level of product or service today and another level tomorrow? Predictability, the systems that you put into your business to ensure that you are delivering consistently every time you deliver and meeting or even exceeding your customers' needs. Predictability is the fourth pillar in the foundation of your business. And after talking about predictability and systems, I just have to talk about the fifth pillar, which is people. And when I'm talking about people, I'm not just talking about your employees, who we like to fondly call team, but I'm also talking about the communities that you will belong to for support, your support system. I'm also talking about things like your coaches, your mentors, people that will catch the vision with you and be able to run with it with you the way you want it to be run. People that will run the systems that you put in place to deliver predictably. People that will hold your hand and hold your head up on those days, and there will be days when it looks as if your vision is a wrong one or you didn't see properly. What about the people that will just be there to give you advice or to show you the way, like your mentors? Building your business requires people. So remember that if you want to go fast, you go alone. And if you want to go far, you go with people. Because you can't build the kind of business that you want to build on your own, unless you're just in business for survival. But if you want to build something that lasts, then you have to have the right people on the bus with you. Your boss, the boss being the business. See, how do you find those people? Those people with a level of dedication, like the janitor that JFK was said to have spoken to at NASA, who told JFK that I'm not a janitor, I'm helping to put a man on the moon. So you can imagine that. I mean, so for those who don't know, a janitor is somebody who is more or less a cleaner, somebody who cleans and takes care of the place. But that man never saw himself as just an ordinary cleaner. At the time, NASA was trying to put a man on the moon. So as far as he's concerned, every single piece of paper that he swept off the floor, every bin that he emptied, every toilet that he was washing was because he was helping to put a man on the moon. How are you going to get people with that level of dedication to join you in the business to see your vision through? Which brings me to the sixth pillar, productivity. And productivity is all about the use of time. Now remember that time is a finite resource. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. So how are you going to make use of your time so that you are prioritizing the right things and prioritizing the important things? How are you going to ensure that your team is making the right use of their time? How are you going to ensure that you are prioritizing the right things and not in crisis mode all the time, or taking part in activities that are not pushing the needle towards your goal, just time wasting activities, because you find that there is always so much to do that it is imperative and it is important that right from the start you are able to understand and to recognize what is important and what you should focus on, rather than just trying to do everything all at once. So another pillar, and the sixth pillar, is productivity. How are you going to ensure that your people and even you yourself are both effective and efficient to produce what it is that you want to? And of course, that brings me to the final pillar, which is performance. Performance management is really key. So even with everything I've said already, you already see that building a business, even laying the foundation of your business, has so many moving parts. And performance management is about asking yourself, what's working, what's not working. It's about measuring the effectiveness of your people and your systems to ensure that they are delivering what they're meant to deliver. It's about making sure that you are making the best use of the resources available to you. How are you going to check your cash flow? How are you going to check that the things you invested in are producing for you? How are you going to check your marketing, your sales, even your salespeople? How are you going to manage them to ensure that they're giving their best? All of your employees, how are you going to check the quality of your products or of your services? How are you going to deal with customer feedback? How are you going to manage capacity so that you are able to deliver at the level that you want to deliver, so that you make the money that you want to make, or the money that you need to make? All of this has to do with performance management. So right off the bat, you need to start devising the ways in which you are going to put everything together and measure everything and check everything and track everything. You have to have like a dashboard in your business. Just like we have a dashboard in the car that tells us the state of the car, tells us where we are with our fuel, tells us if the engine is sound or not. That's just the same way you need to performance manage in your business right from the foundation. And that's it. The 7 pillars of the foundation of a business that will last. Now, I've said all of this, and you will know from what I've said that this is not child's play. Typically, while coaching businesses, it takes a minimum of about 18 months. And I said minimum, about 18 months to put all these things in place so that they are working seamlessly. And it's just like, the bamboo tree. It can grow to it grows so high. But in the first 2 years, it looks as if there's no growth. And that's because the bamboo tree uses those first 2 years to dig deep and to establish its roots in the ground. And so my question to you today is, what are you building? How high do you want to go? Because remember, like I said at the beginning, if you want to build a bungalow, the foundation you need for a bungalow is different for a 2-story building, and what you need for a 2-story building is different from if you want to build a skyscraper. So you have to ask yourself, what am I building and what foundation do I require? And then you go ahead and you put the foundations for what you want to build in place. Otherwise, I tell you, your business is doomed from the businesses that succeed are those that take the time to put all of these pillars in place. And that's where I'm going to end this week's episode. I want you to write in the comments for me if you have learned anything today. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and share this with somebody who needs to learn from it. And I'll see you again next week. Bye.